Hi everyone, welcome to Hunters Connect. Picking a good place to camp is a crucial part of any multi-day hunting trip. I am going to share why certain locations make a good campsite, including access to water, protection from the weather, and how to minimize your impact on the landscape. Let's get started with what is generally the most important part of selecting a campsite: proximity to water. Carrying large amounts of water on a multi-day backpack hunt is not practical due to the weight and space concerns. So, almost all hunters bring some sort of water purifying device with them on multi-day trips. They purify water from natural sources such as streams, rivers, and lakes. It helps to be close to these natural water sources, reducing how far you have to carry your water back to camp. For this reason, most campsites prioritize a nearby water source for drinking, cooking, and cleaning. Do remember that you want to be close to water, but not right at the water's edge. Camp at least 200 feet away from the water to minimize your impact on the landscape. In some arid states, you must camp at least a quarter mile from water to avoid disrupting wildlife patterns. Another important thing to consider is the weather. Think about both sun and wind. Try to set up camp in an area that offers protection from both. Shade is nice to have if you are back at camp for midday rest. High winds are always possible, so shelter will protect your tent and gear if the wind kicks up. Avoid camping in low spots that have the potential to store water or even flood if a big rainstorm rolls through the area. If the weather is nice and you're in the mountains, consider camping at higher elevation. There is often some wind here, but a decent wind will help reduce the condensation on your tent and keep the bugs away. The cold night air will also often sink into the valley floor, so camping up higher can be a bit warmer. Just remember to know the weather forecast if you're going to set up camp in more exposed area. Ridges and high points are dangerous camping spots when there is a chance of lightning from thunderstorms. When you're looking for a campsite, try to find areas that have already been used by other campers, or look for areas of bare ground or minimal vegetation. Don't camp in pristine areas like meadows or shorelines. As hunters, we want to minimize our impact on the landscape as much as possible. Finally, give yourself time to find a good campsite, preferably an hour or two before sunset, so you have plenty of time to survey the landscape in daylight. These are just some quick tips for finding a good place for your camp on any multi-day hunt. Hopefully, you now know a bit more about the importance of having an accessible water source, planning for the weather, minimizing your impact on the landscape, and budgeting plenty of time to find that perfect camping spot. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out our other videos on Hunters Connect.